Hello, this is Erin Gregory with the YMCA, and I am here with Allie Weber, our Youth and Family Services Assistant Director, and we are going to talk to you about the SACC program today. We're excited to be bringing this new program to the YMCA with our new partners, Chances and Services for Youth. A little bit of background information about SACC before we get into the registration process. The goal of the before and after school care program is to provide safe care for students in need before and after the school day, as well as receive help on homework, take part in physical activity indoors and outdoors, enrichment, education, character development, and so much more. There are some changes to the program for this year, including our partnership with CASY, which we are very excited about. In order to continue to provide care to all the students in the Vigo County School Corp, there are some hub sites for schools with smaller populations. The 3 hub sites include Sugar Creek Elementary, which will host its own students, as well as West Vigo Elementary, Meadows Elementary, which will host Davis Park, Deming, and Franklin, and CASY will host Farrington Grove, Sugar Grove, and Fuquay Elementary. Time and transportation, the program will be available to all schools in the area from 6:30 a.m. to the start time of school, and after school gets out until 6 p.m. Transportation to the hub sites listed before will be provided by school buses. Buses will transport students to school from the hub sites in the morning and back to the hub sites after the school day ends. Parents will need to drop off and pick up students at the hub sites if you are in one of those listed schools. The remaining schools in the Vigo County School Corp will continue to host the program at their locations. These schools were chosen based on the 2018-2019 program. The Y will continue to offer scholarships up to 50% for those who qualify. If you would like to apply for a scholarship, you must do it at the YMCA, and if you would like to apply a scholarship, if you've already been approved, that has to be done at the YMCA as well. You cannot do it on your own registration from your own device. Payment options will be offered on a weekly, semester, and yearly opportunity, as you will see once we go through the registration process here. So you can get online today and register. We are going to walk you through the process at ymcaswv.org, where you will find that link and just how easy it is.
So this is Allie with the Youth Services Programs. This is our homepage here, ymcaswv.org, and you can find a lot of our links here. But if you hover over Vigo County and then you click our Youth Services tab, right at the top of the page that takes you to is going to be our link to our online registration site. So right here. If you've utilized this site before, it should be pretty easy to log on, but right here on the home page, you can see all of the different options that you have to register for online. You can also do all of this in-house with us. But once we've selected it, we are going to either get to choose by our location first, or we can choose by our need, whether we need morning full care or we need after school for part-time care. All of this is alphabetical order right now. So we're going to register for after school part-time care on a weekly payment basis. So I'm going to scroll down here and find my after school part-time care for my first child. Oh, here's my weekly payment one here down at the bottom. So I'm going to select that button. And then I get to choose what school I'm going to be at. The child we're registering attends Hoosier Prairie, so that's the school that we are going to click. And you'll notice that up to this point, we haven't registered yet, logged in yet, I'm sorry. So we're still a guest, and we'll get to the login process in a second here. We've got some information on the site here once you choose the school, just to make sure you've got the right school, that the cost is listed right there at the bottom if you're curious about that before you choose the registration. But then up here at the top, you've got your register button, and we'll click that. And now we're going to be prompted to register. We have utilized the online system before, so we're going to log in with the one that says I want to sign into my account on the left. If you've done YMCA programs before but not registered online, you're going to want to use the middle option to set up an online access for your account. This applies for members and non-members alike. If you've never used anything with the YMCA before, you're going to use the one on the right to sign up for an account. By signing up for an account, you do not have to create a membership. You can just skip that and make a non-membership just to sign up for the programs that you are interested in for your child. So I'm going to let Erin sign in here. And then you'll notice when you sign in and you've got all of your information here on the front, you get to choose which person is being registered for the after school care program. So we're going to take McKinley here and we're going to register her for the 1 or 2 days a week at the Hoosier Prairie After School. You'll notice at the top that there are a few weeks that we will not be giving care. So Thanksgiving break, winter break, spring break. And when you notice those dates and you scroll down, you'll see that it's already not one that you're going to pay for. So we've already taken care of that to make sure we're not charging while the school is not in session for that week. You'll also notice that you can play around with the weeks here as well. If you know that you're not going to attend until September, you can uncheck those weeks to make sure you're not going to be charged for those weeks if you already know that in advance. You can also go ahead and register for all of the weeks for the whole school year, and you can always email us and let us know or give us a call here at the Y if something changes and you're going to need to cancel a week. We always just ask that that happens by the Wednesday before the payment is made on Fridays. So we're going to hit next. Now we're going to answer all of our fun questions here. We do ask that you answer them fully so that if we need to contact somebody or we need to know what the child's allergic to, we can answer those questions without having to call you all the time. So anybody who's allowed to pick up your child 16 and older, we do ask that you list them as well as their phone number so that we can contact them if needed. So we're going to put Erin here. Always add yourself to this list as well. You can add as many people as you want, whether it's 1 or 2 or 10 people. There's enough room for all of it. We do have a couple of questions we ask everybody to answer. So if you prefer not to answer, you are given that option on a couple of them, but not all of them. Allergies, we're going to write none. Medications, we're going to write none. Grade, we're going to choose first grade. If you don't know the child's teacher's name yet, you can write unknown. If you do know the teacher's name already, we would ask that you enter that name. When we hit next, we get to all the agreements and the waivers. The first one just talks about medical release. If we cannot reach you, we would take your child to the hospital if we deem that medically necessary. The next one is our media release. You're giving us permission to utilize photographs of your child on our website and with things related to the YMCA. The last one here, the auto draft agreement, states that you agree to auto draft processes 5 days. You also have the option to not agree to any of these options. Photos. And then Erin will sign her name. And then we'll hit agree once we're done reading. At this point, we check that we did what we needed to do. If you remember last minute that we're not going to be utilizing that first week of school, the August 6th. If you hit the X, you're going to get that option to be able to remove that week. And so we can just do that right here. There it goes. Once I know this is accurate and what I want, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom where I see what is due today is just that $10 registration fee. And that's where I go to this page. And this is where I'm going to get to go through and add my payment method. And notice below that payment method, it lets you know that the fees that are due later are going to be scheduled with the payment method that you enter here. You can use a bank account or a credit card. We only accept Visa and MasterCards, however, not Discover. So that's where that information is. You can see more of what payments are going to be scheduled by clicking that button. We're going to stop here and move to the account page here on this side. Erin already has some scheduled payments and we are going to move to see those, but after you would hit the pay button, this is something that you would see on your account page as well. So we can always view the account page. You'll see all the information that you have on the account, payment methods, kids on the account, and things like that. You can also go to My Balance to see if you owe any money, to see what things are scheduled. You'll notice here on the right side that we've got scheduled payments listed here, and you can always click on those to kind of see what's going on. So we see that payment's going to be made on the 1st of August. We see how much is going to be made. You can always click on it to see what it is being paid for as well. So we notice here that it's Child Watch. This would be exactly the same for your account if you were signing up and doing auto drafts for after school care. So I love this website because it lets you do a lot of things here. Payment history, if you're interested in printing any of your receipts or you want to double check what's going on, you have access to all of that here. You can even see the things that the child is registered for. So this is a pretty nice website. I think it lets us do a lot of things. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. But that is what we have for you today, and we hope that this helps you with your registering process if you choose to do so online.